because
oh yeah,
this is including myself. I'll try to stand close to the camera.
You're
Actually.
good. You're good.
Exmortus, California thrash metal titan. You've come to play for us here in Colorado tonight, and your show was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the time to chat with us a little bit.
Yeah, it was awesome being here.
How's the tour going so far?
Pretty good. We haven't toured in a while, and we didn't have anything to tour with when we were touring. So it's good to be out on the road with a single, Immortality Made Flesh on prosthetic. That's been a 7-inch single. Comes with a digital download if you don't have vinyl. But it's been great. It's been really good. All the shows have been pretty solid, and we've been doing great on merch, and people have been stoked to hear the music. So yeah, it's been good.
We first heard you guys a few years ago when Beyond the Fall of Time came out, and so that's when we became fans, and we've been listening ever since.
Awesome.
And are you working on a next full length at this point, or?
Well, we have material. I mean, we have some material left over from the album, Take the Sword. Left over that didn't make it, I guess, but nothing complete yet. It's just flowing ideas.
Well, we have a new album coming out February 4th, I believe, on prosthetic, which we recorded in February of this year. So we've been sitting. I mean, technically, by the time the album comes out, we had already been sitting on the album for an entire year. So we've jammed out like new material already, and people haven't even heard like the new album. So I guess we're off to a pretty good start. Have some new ideas flowing, and like I said, nobody's even heard the latest stuff. So it's good to be like ahead of the game. We're like starting a new race already.
Really happy with how all the material is being received by everybody too. Because every time we play it, it's like wondering if it's gonna sound, if everybody's gonna like dig it or just kind of like stand there maybe. But everybody has been like tripping out and complimenting us to the fullest, which is like totally bringing up our morale and all the performances, because it's like
the album isn't even out.
Yes, the album's not out.
We have nothing. We've had nothing to sell for the past fucking 2 years. You know what I mean? And finally, we've been able to sell something with our name on it, and have people fucking be like, dude, like that shit blows me away. And now it's like making everything way easier, to just continue to play every fucking word, no matter who's there. If there's one person there, we're cool with playing it, because it's like we have something to leave.
Yeah,
we have a mark to leave now. Before it was kind of like spray painting your name on a wall, but then like right away somebody would just come and like paint over it, and it's like you could see something there, but it was like no definitive like mark made, like something etched in stone. Now with a single we have something to just like carve into the fucking wall. So yeah,
it's a killer tune.
Thank you.
Being inspired.
Nice.
Being inspired. Awesome. All that good stuff.
Well, I was gonna segue into next your influences. You obviously there's thrash there, but there's a lot of other classic metal styles incorporated in there. So
yeah, we love a lot of '80s shit, obviously. We like some new stuff too, I guess. But I don't know. I myself always listen to like old shit a lot. To be honest, for the past for a while since the recording in February, I've been listening to like classical music really. So I don't know. That's my guess what I listen to.
Well, what are influences you guys hear?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, again, as opposed to some of the other newer generation thrash bands like Toxic Holocaust and Municipal Waste, you guys have a lot more influences in there, like if you want to say Iron Maiden or just the classic metal styles that you can hear in there along with the thrash. It's like you exactly Priest. But just that classic vibe, exactly, with that heavy thrash backbone, if you will.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's good, because that's pretty much exactly what our influences are.
Right.
I like to hear what people perceive us as opposed to saying it, and then people are like, totally, I hear that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like to hear what people, what they hear in the music, because that's exactly what we listen to. Like a bunch of like. It would be hard to say Exmortus listens to this, because that would be a lie, like an outright lie.
Right.
Like we listen to the fucking radio, you know what I mean? Like whatever comes on, whatever like classic metal tunes or classic rock tunes, we listen to that because that's what Judas Priest was listening to. What was Judas Priest listening to before Judas Priest? You know what I mean? Like you got to look at it. I feel we approach it that way. Like you got to listen to the new stuff. But you want to keep up to date with what bands are doing because it's cool. A lot of bands are doing a lot of cool shit. But you also got to like not forget where these guys were getting their influence from. You know what I mean? And kind of like kind of not necessarily taking where they left off, but kind of just drawing from the same pool. You know what I mean? The same kind of river, and drinking from it, and kind of like interpreting it our own way. So I think that's why Exmortus kind of comes off as a band that you can't really define, but you can definitely hear where it's coming from.
How did Exmortus come together to begin with? Can you give us a bit of an origin story on the band?
Well, me and Mario are cousins, so
Yeah.
we're
We're both shut out by the same bloodline.
Shit line.
Yeah, shit line. Well, yeah, we're cousins. We started in 2002. I guess that's when Exmortus first, like the name was birthed, which came from Evil Dead, surprisingly enough.
This very movie.
This very movie, the Necronomicon Exmortus.
Yes.
And obviously our wording isn't accurate to what it should be. But that's where it came from. Was from Evil Dead 2. We were little kids and just like, dude, this movie is so fucking badass. And so we got the name from that. And then we actually went to school with Giovanni and David. And that was 2002. You flash forward, lineup changes and a bunch of different things, and these guys end up joining the band after being friends with them for pretty much a decade. You know what I mean? Just kind of feels like it was like meant to be.
So it was like I started like jamming with our old bass player and this dude with our other friend Cody. We were just playing covers like Oyster Cult and fucking Mr. Crowley and shit like that. Kiss, they were doing Kiss, and then like they just nothing was working out with their old dude. So then they asked me to join and another bass player, but then some shit happened with him. He had a baby. So then we had to get Giovanni, which was already going with us everywhere. So it's like he fit, perfect fit. You know what I mean? And then we just jammed together so well. Like that's the other thing that we like too, is that being a band that we could just fucking jam no matter what with each other, and we're in tune with each other. Like as opposed to like just a bunch of robots, like like playing. It's just like boom, okay, I got the song here, just play it, blah blah. Like it's like we just really like bounce off each other and just have fun.
It's easy to communicate because when you've grown up with dudes like your entire life, it's like, hey, remember that song we were listening to like a month ago? What if we try something like this? And it's easy to just kind of be like talking, because you got to think of a band as a workplace, and if you can't work with the people, with your coworkers, then you're not going to get shit done, and everything is just going to be fucking an obstacle. The easiest shit will be an obstacle, like fucking going to a show. You have bands that are like, where's your singer at? I don't know where the singer's at. Like shit like that. Like I kind of feel like now I kind of feel like Exmortus will never really have that issue, because these dudes are like our best friends. You know what I mean? We're not in a band with musicians. We're in a band with friends who happen to play instruments very well. So it's fucking easy. I kind of feel like we'll be able to get the best out of each other and grow as a band. Like we can only get stronger and stronger. You know what I mean? It's very positive and good for morale. I'm really glad things worked out this way. Forgot what the original question was. The origin. Yeah.
No, that was great.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're big fans of a couple of other LA bands. Insentient and
those guys are fucking bad. Yeah,
Dreaming Dead is my other favorite. So that's both of those. And Insentient played at Gutfest in Colorado Springs this year, and it was amazing. We got to meet them, and they were amazing live too. Another band that I've been listening to and never got to see.
Yeah, those guys and gal are amazing. Yeah, great band. We've been playing actually with them more recently in the LA. Them and a band called Cerebrus.
Yes, they were at Gutfest too.
Which has the same drummer.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, this is great. Pretty much, I kind of feel like they're the same band. It's like
chick singers sing better than me. So
Yeah.
We don't like fun.
Great band. Yeah. Night Demon is also
Night
a great
Demon.
band. Night Demon. If you guys haven't heard Night Demon from Ventura, like traditional heavy metal, they're like fucking really badass.
Nice.
I don't know, what other bands do you guys like?
Lots of stuff, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, sweet.
We're with the Heavy Metal Society. We pretty much appreciate just about everything.
Badass. Yeah, that's good.
Definitely,
That's what we need.
Yep.
We need open minds.
Yep.
Because I kind of feel like, I don't know, I watch a lot of like, Metallica stuff and just like all the legendary bands, and you see the kids at their shows and they're just like so fucking stoked to be there. And lately I feel like that's kind of coming back, but for a few years I kind of feel like it was a dark day for like the metal spirit, the spirit of what I think metal should be, of just like going out and just appreciating the music and fucking getting drunk and stoned and having a tailgating, you know what I mean? It's That's what it was, an experience. It was a party, it's a celebration. And it's become a pissing contest, I feel, for a lot of bands. It's like, fuck those guys are posers, they're not true, they don't do this, they don't dress like this.
It's fucking hard to approach good guys like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you just be cool?
Yeah.
Why can't you just chill the fuck out? Like, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's so hard to talk to people like that and communicate and just, I mean, it's whatever, but I don't know, I like to just, you know, we're all here to fucking talk to each other and fucking have fun together. Like, you know, not to feel intimidated or maybe,
And I feel like we had that tonight in Denver. Like, being in Denver, I don't know how you guys personally feel about the scene, but being here tonight and just playing in front of a crowd that I know has not seen us, because we haven't really had big crowds when we've come here, is definitely like fucking badass for us to fucking show up and play in front of a bunch of people that want to hear us, that want to hear not necessarily Exmortus, but Hatchet and just metal in general. Like, I saw people in there for Gomorrah, and I keep forgetting the band from Condemned Remains. Yes, Condemned Remains. I'll remember that. Condemned Remains. Like, it was just throughout the whole night, just a good vibe. Like, everybody's in there. You don't have people in the back kind of like talking over the band. We've played in LA where literally the band's playing on stage, and you have somebody with their back towards the fucking band on their phone, just like not even being discreet about it, not even being like total just fuck you, we don't like you, and you know, we're gonna kind of go out of our way to let you know. Like, that's kind of like the shit Exmortus has experienced in LA. And I can't speak for everybody. I'm pretty sure a lot of other bands would say LA is fucking badass, and that's fucking good. I'm glad that they have a good experience, but we don't. And to be out here in Denver, that's fucking badass that we had a night like this. Yeah, definitely.
It was a pleasure to have you guys. Like I said, I've been wanting to see you live personally for a couple years now.
Well, it's good. I mean, that's definitely something we'd like to hear, as opposed to like, I've been waiting years and you know what I mean, that sucks.
You guys smoked.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't just say that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the last thing we want to do, is like let somebody down. You know what I mean? Coming all this way, it's like we don't really get to come to Denver much, and to leave an impression is definitely like something that we can leave here with a big smile on our faces, you know, and just kind of like go home. Kind of like, fuck yeah.
One of those gigs that's just like no stage.
Yeah,
it's like
fuck
fucking
yeah.
just you
on it.
And everybody, I was telling you earlier, like, you know, it was very intimate, and fucking just so clean, because you're on everybody's eye level.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get to see fucking everybody, and plus there's nothing making you sound fucking better than you are. It's like, this is you.
Right.
And you're fucking like, you know, we're like fucking just, here we are presenting ourselves to you guys and fucking as good as we can, you know, and like, fuck dude, it's awesome. It's like, I get a fucking rush out of it. Like, you know, I get all fucking crazy nervous before I go on, and then once I get on there, it's just like, boom, because everybody's all going fucking ape shit, you know, like.
Definitely, yeah, that was awesome. That was really good.
I don't give a fuck if they step on my shit. Fuck up my fucking, I'm on a tune, I don't give a shit, you know. It's like
they're rocking out.
Everyone's having a good time, and I love seeing that. We all love seeing that.
Mike hits you in the face.
It's like, fuck, I gotta be more alert.
That's badass. That's badass.
Good.
Well, thank you guys very much for taking the time.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. It was great to chat with you, and I hope the rest of your tour is really great. And safe travels and everything.
Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. Denver Metal Society.
Fuck yeah!